my people, welcome to Ainke's Tasty Kitchen. Today we'll be making tasty Nigerian Zobo. I have all my ingredients here. Let's get cooking. Here, the main ingredient is Zobo leaf, hibiscus flower, ripe pineapple, sweet oranges, clove, known as konofuru in Yoruba, cinnamon stick, known as Igi Oloorun in Yoruba, garlic, ginger, honey for sweetening, sugar optional. The honey and sugar is optional. Now I'll start by washing my Zobo leaf. Rinse the hibiscus flower properly. Rinse to get rid of all dust from the market. Rinse properly. Don't worry, it won't lose any nutrients, though it will run color as you can see, but it won't lose its nutrients. Continue rinsing. Don't soak in water. Rinse and sieve it. Rinse and sieve it until you are satisfied. The next thing is we need to cut our pineapple. I'll be using the pineapple flesh and the pineapple itself in this recipe. We won't need the bottom and the root and the top of the pineapple. So after cutting this pineapple, you keep the flesh aside. Cut off the bottom, which is not useful in this recipe, and the top is not useful in this recipe. Slice the pineapple. We slice it so that we can juice it to create a form of sweetener. We can use it as O, but I believe by blending it is better. So I'm going to slice it and blend it. I will use the whole of this pineapple because I want to use less sweetener as possible. So I want to use my pineapple to be the sweetener for this Zobo drink. At this point, we blend our pineapple, smooth or not, it doesn't really matter. I'll move on to my ginger. I like to use plastic spoon to peel my ginger. It allows the skin to come off easily, as you can see. Yeah, it did the job better than using knife. So I'm going to chop my ginger. Chopping my ginger for our Zobo drink. At this point, I can start cooking. I get my hibiscus flower into the pot, the ginger roots, cinnamon stick, my clove, the garlic, finally the pineapple flesh, and then our orange for sweetener. There is no need to peel the orange. We can use the orange as a whole. So I'm going to slice it and put it in the pot. Everything goes into the pot at once. I used 2 sweet oranges because I want the taste to be as sweet as possible, as natural as it can be. This recipe is good for diabetes patients. It's healthy. You don't have to add the honey or the sugar before you cook it. After cooking it, then you can add whatever you want. Like for me, I don't like taking a lot of sugar. The children like to take sugar, so after boiling it, I'm going to separate theirs and mine, and then they can add sweetener to their own while I take my own naturally without sugar. Now I put it on the stove. We need about 30 minutes for it to boil. You will know when it's ready. I'm going to leave it on the stove and move on to other things. As you can see, it has infused very well. The color is so rich, the smell is so divine, so refreshing. At this point, I'm just going to cover it and leave it for a few more minutes to get thickened. Yeah, it's been 30 minutes now that I've been boiling my Zobo. As you can see, it's very concentrated. I'm going to turn off the heat now and leave it to simmer for like 2 hours or overnight. I can leave it for as long as I want, but it's ready and the heat is turned off now. Yeah, I decided to pack my Zobo. I believe it's really concentrated at this point, so I don't want to leave it overnight or for 2 hours. It's ready, so I decided to pack it. You can tell it's very concentrated. So I'm sieving it now. This Zobo is totally ready and it's healthy at this. It's very healthy. At this stage, there is no artificial sweetener added to it. So this is what I will drink. And anybody that is having diabetes, or you don't want to reduce your sugar intake, you just take your Zobo like this. You don't need to add any sweetener. It's the taste is so nice and it's so natural at this stage. So you can drink Zobo warm. Yes, it doesn't have to be cold all the time. So the Zobo is totally ready. I've removed all the residue. Then I'm going to sieve it again to remove any little particle that is left. Then our Zobo is ready to serve. So the other part that I removed earlier is still have some juice into it. So I'm going to add hot water. Do not add cold water, add hot water. You can press it with your hand, you can press it with whatever you want to press it with, applying a little pressure for it to bring out more juice for you. It's still so concentrated. You can do that twice or once. I'm just going to be doing it once because that's what I want. So you can add as many water as you want, but this is okay for me, and then it's still concentrated. I'm going to dilute it with the first batch, so that makes it more concentrated and tastes the same thing. Tastes the same way. You can sieve it as many times as possible. Like I have to sieve it like 2 or 3 times. I want to make sure there are no particles in it. I want it to be as smooth as possible. You can use your tiny sieve, or you can use cheesecloth if you have one. Right now I don't have a cheesecloth at home, so I'm just sieving it. I've sieved it like 3 times already. So the Zobo is totally ready to drink, and that's it. Here's the final product of our Zobo. You can add any sweetener of your choice. It may be honey, sugar, or maple syrup, whichever one you prefer. Zobo can be served warm or cold. It doesn't have to be cold all the time. So I added sugar to this portion for my children. You can add as much as you want for your own preferences. So I'm adding sugar to this portion. I've separated mine because I will not be taking mine with sugar. So I've just added sugar to this, and that's it. And I have my lemon for garnishing, just to beautify it. And there you go. Yeah, that's it for this video. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment down below for more recipe to come. Turn on your post notification. See you in my other videos. Thank you. Bye.